welcome back to my channel. I've received several requests on how to clean a fish. So today I will show you how I clean my fish. And I also want to take the time out to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. I have noticed you. Do not forget to follow me on my Instagram page. It is at AnnetteDoor26, AnnetteDoor26. Stay tuned. I'll show you how I clean my fish. Guys, I'm going to show you how I clean my fish. You're going to need some lime. And what I will do first of all is in this tray, I'm going to squeeze in some of our lime juice because we want to add some acid back to our fish. Not a lot, just enough, okay? And then we're going to go back to our fish like this. First things first, make sure you have a little trash bag so you can get rid of the things you don't need. Okay, let me show you. How do you know you have a fresh fish? The main thing is to look at your fish eye. You see how clear the eyes is? That means it's fresh. And also, if you look on the inside, it's nice and pink. It's not dark, okay? The first thing I will do is we're going to move this part here. What I do is hold it like this and then stick my knife through it like that and then yank it out like this, and then you just throw it away. The second thing I will remove is this part here, right here. You take your knife, you stick it under like this, and it should come out in one piece. If it don't, it's fine. I usually go as far back as I can, put my hand on my knife, and just pull it out like this. Okay? Okay? Once all of that is out, if at the supermarket, they cut off all of the tail. But what you're going to do is go back to just make sure they did a good job. Go back with your knife, make sure there's no more scales on your fish, okay? And if you happen to buy a fish with scale, the best way to get the scale off so you don't have it flying all over the sink is put in a big bowl of water, put your fish in it under the water, you just scrape it off and it will just stay right in there in the water. Okay, and this part here, just want to make sure they took everything out. The supermarket I go to, they often do a good job taking the majority off. But on this section here, you would always find some. So you want to make sure you take all of the scales off like that. See? Every bit of it. Okay? All right. And then what we will do in here is all of this white part, just use your knife and then you go ahead and just pick it up and you take them out with your finger. And see the red area, which is the blood, what I will do is take that out as well. On the cold water, just going to use my fingers to get all of the blood out so we can have a nice and clean fish. Okay. Take all of this stuff out. Whatever's in the inside, you do not need it. You take it out. Almost sliced my fingers, guys. All right, let me show you. Under cold water, what I will do is take my thumb and go through the middle part like this to get all of the blood out and anything else that may be here. You take it out like that. And then you go inside of this area here and remove all of the blood. Okay. And if you don't want to use your hand, if you have long nails, just use the tip of your knife. That would work as well. Okay. All right. All right, guys. All right. And what I will do at this point is slice it 1, 2 slices. And you slice it just to get the seasoning to go through it. So once you marinate it, your whole fish will be nice and seasoned. Okay, guys? Our fish is nice and clean. And if we're from the island, so we eat the fish with the head. But if you don't want to eat it with the head, you could just have them cut the head off, or you could just cut it off yourself. But we eat the whole fish. Okay, guys? That's one. And the next thing I will do is just take my lime, and we're going to squeeze it all inside of our fish like this. I'm doing one on camera, the other one I'll do off camera. Just want you guys, you squeeze it like this. There we go. And you make sure you give it a nice lime bath. You kind of wash it out like this, all in the inside, all on the side, all between the cut. You make sure it's covered so we can get some of that fish smell off of it. Some people use vinegar, but I don't use vinegar. The lime is sufficient. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna let it sit for a second while I do the other one, and then I'll come back and show you what I do. I went ahead and cleaned the second one. I've added the lime juice, and I'm gonna let it sit for about a couple of, maybe about a minute, just until I get my seasoning ready. So 2 of my lime juice, the one we squeezed earlier. I will add some of my ippies. You already know I don't measure, so that should be good for the both of our fish. That should be good. And then I will add some of, let me grab it. I need to get my Maggi. And you all know I use this Maggi, the Non MSG and the gluten-free one. I get off of Amazon. This one, I just ordered this one. Okay. So I will just take a little bit of it like this, not much. Maybe a little bit like this. And we're going to add that to there. Then I will add some seasoned salt. And this one is no MSG as well. Instead of salt, I use some seasoning salt. We use some organic black pepper. That's good. And we're going to use some organic garlic. Like that. And last but not least, this has no salt in it, so I will use, it just have like different herbs in there. My timashon, just use a little bit like that, and that should do it. Now what I will do at this point is rinse our fish off. We're going to rinse it off using cold water, not hot water, guys. Cold water, like this. Okay. I'm going to add it to our pan, our glass pan. Make sure we get the lime juice off of here. See how nice and clean our fish is? Beautiful. Okay. So what I will do is give this our seasoning This is what we're going to let it marinate in overnight. So I'm going to take some and we're going to put it in like this. And we make sure the inside, whatever you do to the outside, make sure the inside has some as well. And trust me, this is going to be a nice, delicious, tasty fish. And then we're going to go ahead and use it for the rest. Put it in the inside. And if you're not comfortable using your hands, then just put on a glove. This is why I don't let my nails grow, because I cook too much. Okay, making sure every bit of it is covered with our seasoning. And we're gonna let this marinate overnight, or if you want, you can go ahead and freeze it and use it whenever you want. But our fish is nice and tasty. I will fry them, and maybe one I'll just steam. But until next time, please like, comment, and do not forget to subscribe.